What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here, welcome back to the channel, and as you guys can tell by the title of this video, yes, I'm going to be revealing my top 5 Yu-Gi-Oh cards that need to get hit on the ban list for the July 2019 format. Now of course we already just recently got our ban list. Hold on a second, guys. Gotta move my camera up a little bit. Alright. Sorry, guys. I had to move my camera up a bit. And that was, and it was actually getting ready for, getting ready for the Latin American World Championship Qualifier Nationals in Latin America, which I actually have the events on the official Yu-Gi-Oh website. And of course, also too, getting ready for the YCS tournament in Knoxville, Tennessee, as well as the World Championship qualifier and the Dragon Duel World Championship qualifier as well in Mexico, and also to the of course the other two tournaments as well. The South American qualifier and the North American qualifier as well, throughout all of June. But for this ban list, we're trying to get ready for the Duel Links World Championship in Germany, as well as the YCS tournament that's gonna go on in Portland, which I might show up. In which I might show up for that one. I'm not entirely sure. But with that being said, let's get straight into it. Kicking it off at number 5, which, my opinion, hands down, has to be Danger Jackalope. Yes, Danger Jackalope. And if you guys don't know, this card has been used in the Danger Thunder Guard Dragon decks, as well as the Danger Blue Eyes decks as well. And if you guys don't know what it does, the card reads as, I actually have it right here, and the card reads as follows: you can reveal this card in your hand. Your opponent randomly chooses one card from your entire hand. Then you discard the chosen card. If the discarded card was not Danger Jackalope, special summon Danger Jackalope from your hand, and if you do, draw one card. If this card is discarded, you can special summon one danger monster from your deck in defense position, except Danger Jackalope. You can only use this effect of Danger Jackalope once per turn. So right there, that's like an automatic, like right there, you can summon pretty much any danger card that you want. And I feel like if running 3 it's just too powerful. In my opinion, I think this card should take a hit on the ban list. If not, at least limited to 1. At least to 1. Which, again, that's just my opinion anyway, on Danger Jackalope. And then, of course, at number 4, hands down, probably one of the most insane broken cards that has ever graced the Yu-Gi-Oh world, and it is Sky Striker multi-roll. Sorry, I was looking up the photos of what I have. Anyway, so yes, definitely Sky Striker Mecha Modules multi-roll. This is like one of the most powerful Sky Striker cards in the game, and the card reads as follows: once per turn, you can target one other card you control, send that card to the grave. Also, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to your spell card activations for the rest of the turn, even if this card leaves the field. You can only gain the previous effect once per turn. Once per turn, during the end phase, you can set Sky Striker spells with different names from your graveyard, up to the number of Sky Striker spell cards you activated this turn, while this card was face up on your field, but banish them when they leave the field. So right there is an automatic engage. You can keep playing engage, set it face down, play like so many different other Sky Striker cards. I think this card, in my opinion, just like Jackalope, I feel like this card should get hit, or at least limited to 1. Because if it gets hit, or at least it gets limited to 1, the entire Sky Striker deck could very well plummet completely. And I feel like this is one of those, and I feel like multi-role, hands down, needs to get hit. I think if that was to get hit, again, Sky Strikers could plummet, like, right off the bat. Right off the bat, it could get hit completely, and the whole deck itself would just go. So continuing at number 3 is going to be one of high controversy. Everybody's probably going to hate me for this. Bortles Sword Dragon. Now, if you guys don't know what this does, it is a dark attribute, Link 3 monster with 3,000 attack points, and requires 3 or more effect monsters. And the card reads as follows: cannot be destroyed by battle. Once per turn, quick effect. You can target one attack position monster, change it to defense position. Also, this card can make a second attack during each battle phase this turn. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to this effect's activation. Once per turn, when this card declares an attack on a face-up monster, you can activate this effect until the end of the turn. This card gains attack points equal to half that monster's current attack, and if it does, that monster's attack is cut in half. Dare I say more? Need I say more? I mean, that's broken. The card is way too broken. I know that some decks have ran at 2, which that's way too powerful. I think this card could very well be the next card to fall, only because Firewall Dragon and Topologic Gunblower Dragon are actually the main cards that end up getting banned in the last 2 ban lists that we had. One for November, and then one for September, which again I think this card is the next fall. I mean, Firewall got banned, Gunblower got banned, Nightmare Goblin got banned as well, and even Summon Sorcerers in the last ban list that we got took the hit as well, which again, it really doesn't surprise me, honestly. But I think Bortles Sword is gonna be the next to go. So kicking off at number 2 is probably one of, again, you guys can hate me on it. I really don't mind being hated on. But the next card to, in my opinion anyway, should take the hit. Yeah, Fantastical Dragon Phantasme, which apparently is the Thanos of the entire game, and it reads and its effects read as follows: If your opponent special summons a Link monster or monsters except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. Draw cards equal to the number of Link monsters your opponent controls plus 1. Then shuffle cards from your hand into the deck equal to the number of Link monsters they control. That right there is basically your anime version of Card of Sanctity, basically. Literally, that's right there is way too broken. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a monster or monsters you control, quick effect, you can discard one card, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. You can only use each effect of Fantastical Dragon Phantasme once per turn. So basically, this is basically the honestly, I would say the what you call it, the Card of Sanctity, and also the Fiendish Chain, I would probably say, of the game for Phantasme. I think again this card is running at 3. I think this card definitely needs to take the hit, simply because if it doesn't, every deck is I know that almost every single deck runs this card, but I feel like as if they need to hit it, because it's long overdue. It just got released in the last set that we got, which was Savage Strike, and again, this is just way too powerful. I think this card definitely needs to go. And then of course at number 1, yes, it just got dropped in the current set that was released at the sneak peek, which is called which is Dark Neostorm. It is called Mystic Mine. It is the brand new field spell that works in every single burn deck, and the field spell effect reads as follows: if your opponent controls more monsters than you do, your opponent cannot activate monster effects or declare an attack. If you control more monsters than your opponent does, you cannot activate monster effects or declare an attack. Once per turn during the end phase, if both players control the same number of monsters, destroy it. Basically, what you're trying with this card, what you're trying to do is you're trying to make sure that your opponent has more monsters than you do, so they can't attack or activate any effects. That's why. And so now, I actually saw Simo's video on this card, and the deck only runs 3 monsters. So, and plus, so this card is going to be way too powerful. Plus, there's going to be a lot of burn cards that are going to be in the deck, like like spell traps, like Just Desserts, Coffin Cellar, Skull Invitation, as well as Sparks, Hinotama. A lot of these cards that were used back in the day are going to make a huge comeback. This card needs to get hit like right off the bat, because if this card doesn't get hit, odds are whoever runs these decks are automatically going to win a tournament. Whether it's locals, YCS, Worlds, UDS, it does not matter. This card will definitely be the ultimate victor. So again, this card needs to get hit like right off the bat. So we do have one honorable mention, which is actually the brand new hand trap that we got from Dark Neostorm. It is called Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood. So it is basically the new hand trap for us, and it reads as follows: during either turn except the end phase quick effect, you can discard this card, apply this effect this turn. You can only use this effect of Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood once per turn. Each time your opponent special summons an effect monster or monsters during the main phase or the battle phase, you gain life points equal to that monster's attack points. If you did not gain life points by this effect, your life points are halved during the end phase. Again, I feel like this is gonna be the max C of the game, simply because it was max C. I think this could very well get banned. I'm not sure, but those are just my thoughts. That's gonna do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe and turn on the post notification bells so you guys don't miss out on any new content that comes your way. Twitter, Instagram, if you guys want to follow me there, links are down below. And of course, too, if you guys want to send fan mail, my home address is down below as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.